All right, so here's my trail bike, CT125, Trail125. So the bike has a little bit under 700 miles. I think it's like 670 something miles. I already did a 600-mile check, so that was the valve adjustment, which they needed to do. They were both too tight, both intake and exhaust, and the oil change. And you saw the videos for those. And the thing I forgot to do was to check the adjustment on the clutch, because remember this is an auto clutch, so you have to check this every once in a while. So before I did that, or before I'm doing anything, I actually make sure this is clean. So you see everything around here is all muddy and dirty. So I actually use a toothbrush and some water and just clean this up, because I don't want to get any grit and stuff in the threads or any spots there. You need a flathead screwdriver and a 14mm box wrench. All right. So from there, so the nut on the outside, that's the lock nut to lock the position in place, and the center screw there, that's the adjuster itself. Okay. So I'm going in here, and let's actually, before I even loosen it up, look at the position of this. It's not quite horizontal. It's pretty close to being horizontal, but it's slightly clockwise from horizontal. Okay, so let's loosen it up. So lefty loosey, right? So I'm going quarter turn loose. So what you do is you actually turn this thing, the adjuster, clockwise. Actually, I'm gonna go counterclockwise just to see. Okay, so I'm gonna go clockwise, 1 full turn, or until you feel like some resistance, and stop. I'm not turning it hard. Look at my fingers on my hand here. I'm just barely at the tip of my fingers, lightly holding it. It stops. Then I'm gonna go back counterclockwise. Oops, lock nut just locked up. And go back counterclockwise until that stops. Right? Okay, it stops. Then from there, pay attention to the position here, and you want to turn this. So once you have it counterclockwise and you feel that resistance and it stops, that's where you stop. Again, it's not tight. Look at my hands. It's very I'm barely holding on to the screwdriver, very loosely holding it. Right, so it stops there, counterclockwise. From there, you turn it clockwise, 1/8 of a turn. So let's look at the position of the slot. I'm gonna turn it. If I go like this, that's a quarter turn, right? 90 degrees is a quarter turn. So I'm gonna go less than that. So I'm actually gonna use this little, maybe this little nut here. No, that doesn't work. I'm gonna use this nut to try to position where I'm at, but I don't think that's gonna work. So anyways, I'm gonna stick my wrench in here first, because I know I'm gonna have to tighten it. All right. Actually, maybe go this direction. Stick a wrench in there first. All right. So let's go back to the adjusting nut. Okay, stop right there. So that right there is 9 degrees. Over like that is about 9 degrees is quarter of a turn. So I want 45 degrees basically. So from where I'm at. So let's see. I'm gonna be probably about right. Let's see. That's a 90 right there. So that's about right there. It's about 1/8 of a turn right there. 45 degrees right there. So now here, once I have that position in place, I'm gonna hold my my screwdriver, so that way it stays in position while I tighten my lock nut. And I think the torque on this is, I believe it's 12 foot-pounds or maybe 10 foot-pounds, somewhere around 10 or 12 foot-pounds. So it's not that much. Okay, that's good there. So now if I look at my slot right here, comparing to before I adjusted it, it was a little bit more closer to being horizontal. So actually I had to adjust it slightly clockwise a little bit. And right now the engine is cold. So looking at the service manual, and I don't have the service manual for the CT125 yet. It hasn't come out yet. But I do have the service manual for the Super Cub, for the C125, and it's the same engine, same same setup, same adjustment. And nowhere in there it say to do this when the engine is hot or cold. So since it doesn't say that, I assume it's to do it when it's cold. So that's it. That's how you adjust the auto clutch, basically, right? Auto clutch. That's it. So yeah. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.